Hello guys, welcome back to Matilda's corner. It's been long I made video, but I stumbled on a particular video and content creation is not different. Like my sister in the is it the UK or US? What's her name? Forgotten her name. I'll look for her picture and keep somewhere if I can. So she said that content creation no is not difficult. Even a gari way to take, just do the video, keep one day you earn from it. So I'm just eating my ram. This is swallow, and I made this soup. This one is I like doing. There's this soup you prepare it. It's a egg soup. Yeah, egg soup. You just prepare with egg and put some vegetables. In fact, I finished eating itself. Then I stumbled on the video. I decided to make the video, but I said let me make the video. Let me. And yeah, I stumbled on the video, and it caught my attention to make a video and show you guys the video. So this is the food I'm eating. This one is egg soup, egg and vegetable. It has finished. I don't like egusi. Even though I eat it, I don't really like it. But since the egg soup has finished, I'll just continue with my egusi, right? So while I began by saying I'm eating ram, swallow in my language, we call it ram. While I began by showing you, oh sorry, my baby. So why I began by telling you the whole story of this ram is just because I'm eating ram in the process and I stopped it on the video and I decided to make a video in the process, okay? Oh. Before you guys will say I didn't invite you to come and eat. So let me show you this video and then I will tell you why I decided to, even though I'm eating, I didn't prepare for the video, but why I decided to make the video, okay? This is nyamgyo. This is it pork meat that is inside the egusi. So I'm just eating my ram jeje, but I stumbled on this video and it really strikes my attention. That's why I want to bring it to your notice or to all of you so that you watch it and learn from it. Now I'm going to turn my camera now so that I will be talking so that you see my face, okay? I'm coming. I'm holding this camera on my hand. So I need to turn this on so that I'll continue the video, okay? Just a moment. How will I do it now? Let me see. So the video was talking about how this coup overthrow this coup. Like first and foremost, the video is about, I think, a book launch about the author of the book is the first president of the state. Those of you that know the history of Nigeria, when I play the video and you're listening, you just flew. So basically why I'm doing this video is because when I watched the video, something struck my mind, like I told you earlier. So it's talking about the first president of the state of Nigeria, the first the first president of the state of the federation, why he was the first president, what happened, how they overthrew him, how there was a coup to overthrow him, and then after they gave the next person the president, how another coup also overthrew the other one, and it just flows from one president to the other. It just kept flowing and flowing, overthrowing and overthrowing, and then you imagine that at the end of it, all these people are now on this particular book launch, you know. So I was like, if then when the coup was going on and they were overthrowing presidents and giving other people the presidency, what happened? Like, it could even be that they saw each other as enemies, right? Because of course, if somebody should overthrow you and give somebody else or appoint somebody else the president, you're going to feel or even classify that other person like your enemy. So there were so many enemies at that point because there was a lot of overthrows. Is it correct? In English? Yeah, you know. So there was a lot of, a layman would say there was a lot of overthrowing. Yeah. But in the end now, today, on this book launch, they are all there to celebrate the author of that book, the person that they overthrew, like even call then that person was their enemy. They overthrew him. But today they are here celebrating him on this book launch, honoring him, clapping, you know. So where I got this video from, the person said we should watch it and see the humor of Osibanjo, because the speech was given by one of the key speakers. President Professor Osibanjo was one of the key speakers on that book launch, and he was one person that was giving us this, telling us this history, how they overthrew the first president and stuff, and blah and blah and blah. So the message, whenever I see something, I try to, when people see it as humorous or read it differently, what I see from it is a message. And the message I picked from that particular video is that people that looked at each other as enemies are here today celebrating this one man that they overthrew centuries ago. You grab. So I'm like, wow. So if all these people can be here celebrating their then enemy, then why should you hold people or classify people as your enemy for a very long time? The only reason I can see that you can classify, like keep your enemies for a long time, like, or maybe classify them as your enemies or continue to hate them for life, which of course the Bible even says we should not do, is except there's life at risk. If there's life at risk, okay, we can understand that. But if there's no life at risk, look at all the enemies of the first president of the Federation is here celebrating him, you know. So it teaches us a lesson. Why do we keep enemies? Why do we classify somebody as your enemy? Pray for them, like the Bible says. Just pray for them. Let them be alive. Let them not hurt you. Because of course, if, like I said earlier, if life is at stake, then of course that one, even the Bible said that we should flee. Even the Bible said that we should flee. So if life is at risk, fine. But if life is not at risk, pray for your enemies. Even the Bible says, just pray for them. Let them have a change of heart. Let them not die and live to celebrate you on the day you're celebrating. I'm going to pause here and play the video so that you all will see what I'm talking about, and I hope that this video will impact us all. So please like, comment and share. Let me hear your views concerning this message or this video. Okay, thank you, love you. Let me play the video now.
Fascinating. Many of the key figures in this book and who shaped the history of our country are here with us today, and that tells another story all by itself. And that is something truly unique about Nigeria, our ability to move beyond the past, no matter how bitter and no matter how adversarial our past relationships may have been, and to still come together. So seated amongst us here today is General Yakubu Gowon, who became Nigeria's head of state at the age of 32 and led the country for 9 years. His government was overthrown in 1975 by a coup involving the then Brigadier Olusegun Obasanjo and the then Brigadier Theophilus Danjuma, and the author himself, I confirm, the then Lieutenant Colonel Babangida, who was then commander of the newly formed Armored Corps. Also involved in that coup were the then Lieutenant Colonels Muhammadu Buhari, Lieutenant Colonel Sani Bello, who is here also, and Lieutenant Colonel Sani Sami. Yet here we are today with former President Obasanjo, General Danjuma, and of course the author himself present, not as adversaries of the author, but as witnesses to history, celebrating a fellow statesman. In a striking turn of fate, the author notes that it was President Obasanjo who, after the tragic assassination of General Murtala Mohammed, insisted that a young Lieutenant Colonel Babangida be appointed to the Supreme Military Council, making him its youngest member at the time. Also represented here is the immediate past president, Muhammadu Buhari, another leader whose path intertwined with Babangida. It was former President Babangida who played a key role in the coup that brought President Buhari to power in 1983, and later in another coup that removed him and brought Babangida himself into power. Yet today, President Buhari is represented at this occasion, celebrating the man who overthrew him and detained him for 3.5 years, his one-time old adversary, former President Babangida. And then, of course, there's a gentleman here who was an elected senator in 1992 in the course of Babangida's transition program. When Babangida annulled the 1993 election and General Abacha took over and dissolved the Senate, that senator tried to reconstitute the Senate in resistance to the dissolution. He was detained, charged to court. He escaped into exile. Today, he is also here to celebrate with his former tormentors. But as President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The third reason why this 420-page book is important is because it unveils one of the most enigmatic